The sun has burst out over the German countryside, and all of a sudden, from a rainy start to the day, conditions look absolutely perfect for show jumping here in Germany. The biggest class of the weekend in the country takes place right here in Riesenbeck as we welcome you to stage 11 of the Global Champions League. We're at the halfway point of GCL round 1, and no surprises, many would say that it's Stars that lead the way. Let's show you then exactly how it looks now if we bring up the table and give you some perspective as to how it looks at the halfway point. Stars. Sensational, as always. We've been saying this for the last 2 seasons, but they continue to impress and they continue to deliver fantastic results. They lead the way at the halfway point on 4 penalties. The Istanbul Warriors, that's impressive from them. They find themselves provisionally in 2nd place on 8. Riesenbeck International, the home team, would want to be higher than this. Faults for both Kameli and for Kukuk takes them to 8. Prague Lions, winners in Falkenswaard in the previous stage, find themselves on 8 as well, and that takes us all the way down from Doha, Monaco, Madrid in motion as well, and to the Paris Panthers, I'm afraid, who continue to struggle. Let's get some reaction then from some of the riders. They've all had their opportunity to perform. Monaco Comets, to remind you, powered by the Iron Dames on 12, not the performance that they would have liked. Joli Mitlineo with 8, Jorna Spray with 4. Let's get the thoughts of Jorna Spray.
Jorna, for Monaco Comets, first to go as a team, how did you find the course today?
Actually, I saw the first riders individual, and yeah, it was not so easy. And yeah, my horse was really jumping very, very great. I had one unlucky fault, but yeah, we will see the next round.
Coming into the last double, you really picked up Hickstead White, responding beautifully. It must have been a pleasure to ride. Yeah,
Hickstead White, he's always fighting for me, and I think he was jumping also unbelievable today. He was fighting to the last oxa, yes, for sure. Me too. And yeah, we lost everything, but yeah, he finished and everything clear into the finish and the last line.
Good luck for round 2.
Thank you.
The thoughts of Jorna Spray and the Monaco Comets. As we said, not an ideal start for them. Fences going down for both Joli Mitlineo and for Jorna Spray as well. They find themselves on 12 going into the second half of GCL round 1. The Paris Panthers become an interesting case study in 2025. Now, with new rules coming into effect at the start of the year, that the team at the bottom of the championship will not be competing at the wonderful GC Prague playoffs later on this year. They will not play a part of the Global Champions League Super Cup that takes place in Czechia later this year. However, of course, there is still time to try and get off the foot of the table, but the Paris Panthers feels as if they've been fighting that fight from the very early stages of the 2025 season. Again, today they see fences going down. Schoenbrood Azevedo has 5, the first time penalty of the round, and Guido Grimaldi comes home on 8. It takes them to 13, and once again puts them on the back foot for that second round. Let's hear from Grimaldi and the Paris Panthers.
Guido, for Paris Panthers, 17 faults looks like a lot on paper, but both pairings looked very careful and very considered out there. How did it feel?
Yeah, I have to say that the team in the last 3 events did very well in London and Valkenswaard, and even today I have to say that the both horses jumped very, very well. Celine made a very good course, only 1 down. It was my fault with on my course that I have 2 down.
Gentleman is always lively. He's jumping so well for you.
Yes, he's an amazing horse. He's like a genius, you know, and he always helped me quite a lot, even today. I have to say that on the grass arena is not his best arena because we lose sometimes, because it's a very big arena as well. And I have to say that in addition of that, he goes a little bit too high sometimes, and I have to give him a little bit of more, you know, trust. But said this, the horse is amazing, was my fault, and I hope to do better later.
In terms of the trying to get off the bottom of the table, which is important, how much confidence does it give you that plenty of faults out there today so far?
Yeah, today I have to say that it's quite a difficult arena. It's quite a difficult course as well. And, you know, I think that still we have some possibilities in the next events. In New York next week, we have a good team. So I hope that, you know, we are very confident.
Guido, well done today and good luck for round 2.
Thank you, Isaac. We'll do our best. Thanks.
Paris Panthers trying to remain positive that this goal, this idea of getting off the championship foot of the table is still possible. The 12 for Grimaldi, the 5 for Schoenbrood Azevedo. Now it leaves them on 17, and you wonder how deep will they find themselves in that hole come the later parts of today. The Doha Falcons as well, by the way, find themselves in a position that they don't want to be in. This is the team that in previous years has knocked on the door of a GCL Super Cup semi-final. They have been contesting for a top 4 position. Very different story in 2025. Again, they are fences that fall for the Doha Falcons. 12 at the halfway point of GCL round 1. Basim Mohammed having a fence down, coming home on 4. Sheikh Ali Khalid Al Thani coming home on 8. Let's hear then from Khalid Al Thani to get his thoughts.
Sheikh Ali, welcome back to the GCL. You and Kamon Stanley seem to gel really nicely. 8 faults. How happy were you with the round?
Yeah, I'm very pleased with my horse. He jumped really good today. For me, I need to go more in the ring. I was out for 4 years, just back to this level. It's not so easy. He was jumping really good, my horse. I was too close to fence, to this boxer, the first fence I had down, and he had no chance to jump it, but he was trying hard. And the second mistake was just a silly mistake. And yeah, we're looking forward to do better in the second round.
We mentioned before that it was 2 Qataris riding for Doha Falcons. How much pride do you have about that?
Yeah, for sure. I'm so proud about that. And I wish in the years coming it will be full stock of Qataris in the team.
Any horse changes for round 2?
For me, same horse, but Basim, he will change his horse to Rocket Man.
Well ridden and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Those are the thoughts then of the Doha Falcons man, Sheikh Ali Khalid Al Thani, trying to take a look at where the horses are. The joy of an open studio like this is I have a little bit of freedom of movement that I can play with this open space. Brand new horse coming out. That means that the start of GCL round 1, the second half, is about to get underway. New York Empire, powered by Lugano, is next. Michael Pender, Dennis Lynch. Let's go and see what happens in the second half of GCL round 1.
And I realise it's a team sport, so it's...
Global Champions Tour. As New York gets ready for 2 big weeks of sport. Starting with the Global Champions League. And then in another part of the state, it'll be Ryder Cup time. So sports fans in New York, along with everything else, are in for a real treat. But for New York Empire, now powered by Lugano Diamonds, and Michael Pender riding this 8-year-old, Magdalene Louis. And there's Dennis Lynch coming in. He's going to be riding Nespresso Vanta Lakehoff. It'll be about Michael Pender setting the tone here. A real challenge for this horse. I think it's the first time jumping at 155. So a challenge for the 25-year-old to keep together, but he is a talented rider and obviously believes the horse is more than capable of acquitting himself, making the leap. Oh, I don't think he's either jumped at 150, so there's a degree of confidence in this 8-year-old, and so far so good. Coming towards the end of the round, stands off that and gives that one plenty of scope. Now this is the challenge. These doubles will... Wow, this 8-year-old's delivering the goods so far. Oh, keep it together. Oh, unlucky, but I tell you what, if he just jumps this one, will it be time fault? I don't think there will be. Oh my goodness me, for an 8-year-old, you've got to say, well done. And Michael Pender should probably give himself a... And he's actually cross with himself, but that is a really good effort from the 8-year-old to come through with just this one fence down. Just didn't get that one stride double right. And still not bad at all. And a time of 75.26. Inside the time just, but clever piece of riding. No, it's an All-Ireland team. And the wily old fox, I hope you forgive me for saying that, Dennis Lynch and Nespresso Vant to Lakeoff. Relatively new ride for him. Natalie Dean used to ride it. And was clear in the speed class yesterday as this combination get together. Earlier in the day, Dennis had a bit of a nasty fall on a ride in the opening class, but no damage done to him or the horse either, which is the most important thing. So, how can the New York Empire go about their business? Look as if he's wanting to go quite quick, just to put pressure on some of the others. Maybe a little too quick through that. So they sit with 8 faults now. On to the 10A. 2 strides through that, and he never really took off there. Was a bit flat-footed and looks like he's got into a bit of a mess there as the pole got wrapped around his horse's feet. So this is going to be costly for the New York Empire. As now we're going to get time faults as well. So unraveling a bit for Dennis Lynch. So, expensive round for Dennis Lynch. So the New York Empire picking up 30 penalties there, which is, and Dennis looks suitably disappointed there. It was the double, he suddenly got into a, that was the early blemish. But then the refusal and just following, it was there, and suddenly the...
That's very unfortunate for Dennis Lynch, having the fence down, then leading to the refusal. Very costly, plenty of penalties as he comes home on 30. New York Empire now finishing on 34. Very impressive round, by the way, from Michael Pender. On just an 8-year-old getting a single rail down is certainly a very, very impressive performance. Rome Gladiators, powered by Cavalleria Toscana, on next. If you want to join us for the rest of GCL Round 1 and Round 2 later on tonight, make sure you sign up for a GCTV Live Pass and come join us in Riesenbeck.